Julie was planning to switch jobs, but her boss found out. Not only did a colleague get fired because of it, she lost her job too. It wasn't worth it. On top of it, the new job never called her back, and the weight of life pressed down hard on her small frame. Since her divorce, she had been raising 2 kids alone, and her ex-husband hadn't paid child support in ages. Working at a hotel, Julie once came across a guest who smeared feces all over the bathroom. She tried to clean it up with a pressure washer so she could still make it to her interview. But a colleague reported her for cutting corners. Combined with several days of lateness and absences, a manager had had enough and fired her. Without that job, she could barely keep going. She returned to her suburban home in humiliation, only to find the neighbor had sent her kids to stay with a friend. Standing there watching her friend host an elegant party, Julie couldn't help but feel envious. What good was a master's in economics? She had given it all up for love, and this was what she got in return: a life in ruins. At the grocery store, her credit card was declined. She fumbled for the last few bills in her wallet, then later emptied her daughter's piggy bank for change just to get by. Even so, she bought a trampoline for her man's birthday. Watching him laugh with his friends at the party gave her a fleeting sense of happiness. A man who used to drive her to work turned out to be the father of one of her man's friends. He came over to fix her water heater, and maybe it had been too long since someone made her feel cared for, because in a vulnerable moment she kissed him. He froze. There was no romantic spark, only an awkward silence hanging in the air. She watched him leave with his child, and defeat washed over her. Maybe it felt like God had given her nothing at all. Even when tears streamed down her face, she still covered them with makeup. In the end, she deleted her master's degree from her resume, removed her dream of becoming a market research manager, and applied for a cashier job at the local supermarket. But the manager told her they already had enough staff. That night, her child said he wanted to go to the amusement park while woman was on vacation. Julie couldn't sleep, wondering how to tell him the truth. Maybe she thought this would be their last trip together, so she took her 2 kids anyway. At one point, she truly considered ending it all, but when her children's laughter reached her ears, that thought slipped away. Then her phone rang. It was the recruiter. They apologized for the delay and told her the offer had been waiting. They wanted to know if she was still interested. Julie said yes on the spot. After hanging out, she finally let herself cry, and this time the tears were pure relief. So overwhelming, she couldn't hold them back.